Today we're talking Starlink. Hi guys, I'm Jim from Adventure Africa, and let's talk about Starlink a little bit, and I'm going to try and answer as many of the questions that's out there for you guys. So first of all, Starlink, let's just have a look quickly what's in the box. This thing is small. This is the Starlink Mini, and as you can see, it is pretty much a little bit smaller than a normal size laptop, maybe a Apple Mac or something like that. In the box, obviously you get your Starlink. This is your router. This is everything. It's only one cable, basically, for your power cable. You get your power adapter. Just note that it's got this plug. It's not the normal South African plug. So I've already bought an adapter. And this is if you would like to install it on a wall or something, or a tripod or something like that. Mine, I'm going to install on top of the roof of my bakkie. I've spoken to the guys from Big Country, and they will be manufacturing a little bracket for me that I'm going to put onto the roof of the bakkie. How do you get Starlink? Well, the easiest that I've seen is to actually just get it in Botswana. There's a couple of ways you can get it. You can get it in Lesotho as well. You can get it in Mozambique. You can get it in Zimbabwe. It's a little bit difficult there, and obviously Zambia and those places as well. I'll put on a little map here just to show you where everything is available and where you can use your Starlink. Obviously, currently here in South Africa, we're not allowed to use Starlink, as well as Namibia. We cannot use Starlink there. There is, however, this whole roaming thing that you've got 60 days in South Africa that you can use it, but then you have to return to where you registered the Starlink, and similar with Namibia. However, a lot of people have complained that after a couple of days even, and sometimes not even a couple of days, they get geo-locked and the Starlink won't work in this area. There is a way around this with international roaming, because what we get in South Africa or in Southern Africa currently is localized roaming. So it's basically just for the African continent. But yeah, so Starlink, price-wise, 2,500 pula or 3,000 rand. That is what I've seen. If you go and buy it directly from Cephalana. Cephalana is a grocery chain in Botswana. There's a lot of them all over. Most of them apparently do stock the Starlink Mini. So whether you're in Malapai, Palapi, Gaborone, Maun, Kasane, apparently you should be able to buy it there. In other countries, it's a little bit more difficult. There's a company called Paratus, and I tried to actually buy my first one about a couple of weeks ago through Paratus. They were a slightly bit of expensive, and they wanted to force me into a monthly contract. Whereas with this one, it's going to be roam, pay as you go. So once I'm out of Botswana, I'm just going to pause it, and it's going to sit in my closet until I need it for our next trip. The nice thing about this, it is not that expensive actually. You pay about it's around about 900 Rand for 50 gigabytes, and that gives you 200 megs up and 200 megs down and about 20 to 30 megs up. Now it does sound slow. The funny thing, however, is not all countries has got the same kind of packages available. For example, Botswana, you have only a 50 gigabytes package available for roaming, whereas in Lesotho you can get a 100 gigabytes package. In Swaziland the same, but again in Zimbabwe and Mozambique you're looking at a 50 gigabytes package. Also, those prices between 50 gigabytes and 100 gigabytes are fairly similar. I mean, in Lesotho you're paying just over $1,000 for 100 gigabytes. Similar with in Swaziland. We did do a full article about it. It is on our website at 4x4africa.com, so go and have a look. Rental options. Now that's the one thing that I really like. I bought this one also through a company that rents them. His name is Henry Maria. He is from Kalahari Signal Safaris. I'll pop his number just here so that you guys can see. And it ranges from around about 350 pula, which gives you around about 400 Rand per day, plus 5 gigs per day, down to around about 250 Rand per day if you take it for a month or more. And still, it's only 5 gigabytes per day. The nice thing about the 50 gigabytes in Botswana, you can upgrade it and you can buy a top up. An extra 50 gigabytes then costs you around about 300 bucks just to top it up. What I do like about this is so much cheaper than buying a satellite phone, because a satellite phone, you're looking, if you go and purchase it, 15,000 Rand plus, and just your connectivity to stay online and have minutes and stuff like that, you're looking at over 1,000 Rand for a trip like that. And then you are limited to a couple of calls, a couple of SMSs, and the bare minimum of data. So still, best option, get a Starlink. Rather go and get it in Botswana at Cephalana. The 2,500 pula, just under 3,000 Rand. You can buy it. I'm sitting with mine here. I'm going to activate it next time that I go into Botswana. And it's a 10-minute process. You link up an address, you link up your bank card, and Bob's your uncle. Everything should work. I will give you an update as soon as we're in Botswana and just explain exactly how this thing works and if it really helps. But I think this is a game changer, especially now that there are guys renting them out in places like Botswana. I mean, you can rent it in Botswana, hop over to Zimbabwe. Henry actually will send it to you from postnet to postnet to pick up before your trip. So once you go into the country, you can literally start up your Starlink and it will be working. Anyway, guys, please check the full article on 4x4africa.com. And if you've got any questions, please let me know in the comments. And what have your experience be with the Starlink? Let me know. Cheers.